Now, a lot of things may go south, a lot of things may go in a very wrong way. But one thing is very, very important. No matter how wrong it becomes, Biafrans are at the winning side. We must communion with ourselves properly, and we will not allow any kind of thing to make a mess of us. No matter how it is, no matter where it goes, one thing is very, very important, that Biafra has remained a big journey of unequivalent force that everybody must perceive. Yes. It has become a journey of that everybody must perceive. That's where the whole true story began. So now that we have both powers speaking on our behalf, we must again begin the journey that spreads the actual sense. And that journey is a point of victory. No leave, no transfer. Holding on to one of the biggest facts, one of the biggest figures, one of the biggest lessons that must be learned, we now have an organized faith and things that must be done in accordance. So, whatever the case may be, it has now become a point where everyone must put together the most, the very homophilous ways of rising. So let's put together, because this flag, after being raised in other nations, must stand as an example to every other person who thinks that we cannot achieve victory. To every other person who thinks that victory will be difficult to achieve. But I have a bad news for them, because eventually victory will be achieved and everybody will rest last. Yes. Those who no one rest go rest last. Because Biafra must come, and it has come. Victory belongs to the people. I say victory belongs to the people. It's a question of time. It's a matter of time. All of us will see one of the greatest victory that is ever recorded. And once you see it, we will become more open to facing reality. Yes, become very, very open. So this is the point where I must tell every Biafran to get ready, because we're already moving to that very point where victory is assured. And leaders, that they should allow them to raise their flag in their own country. The zoo is finished, of course. We have been inclined with so much tolerance, and a lot of things have gone wrong. A lot have already gone wrong. But one of the basic things that we shouldn't even allow to go more wrong is the league to achieve the Biafran state. There must be a zoning, there must be a possibility, there must be a punch through. And if we don't allow ourselves to be used in a proper way, then we have made one of the biggest mistakes in our lives. We must attest to the very fundamental right that we have, and we must achieve the biggest lessons of our life. And if we don't correct some certain things, then we must face ourselves more visible, more preorderant, and more proactive. That's where the journey begins. So, as we push forward to one of the biggest phase, and one of the things that cannot be, put one-sided, we must hold ourselves more accountable and more proactive as more nations are coming now. One thing that is more important is to see that nations are beginning to support the call for Biafra. And our vision to actualize Biafra will not be taken for granted. It is a question of time. It is a matter of time. It is one of the biggest lessons that should be learned. So, as we put through, we must equally understand the reason why we are putting through this very effort. We must put ourselves together now that this thing is getting out of hand. We must appreciate everybody who has done their effort to see that. You see, I've not been appreciated much. I'm one of the Biafrans that is consistent with bringing you updates and standing in the right path. But I've not been appreciated enough. We get insulted, we get bullied, we get whatever, but we don't stop. So I'm not calling on you not to appreciate me, but to appreciate others who have made effort to see that this day will one day come to pass. Because at the end of the whole seasoning, at the end of the whole thing, one thing must put the whole scenario one powerful mission, and that is giving Biafra what they deserve.